Coming up today, got a bent ram on the rollers. Andrew got stuck again. He's out from last night though anyway, at least. And we've been doing some spraying of some liquid fertilizer, some weed. Looks really good, I'm pleased with that. Joe's been sowing beans and Adam's been sowing wheat. So here it is. Oh, and things have been breaking. It's day 372, the fast track is no longer stuck. We've got a video towing it out, so I'll put that on now. Sorry, the video didn't exist of it towing it out. The lads said they'd got me one, but when I've asked them for it to add into this clip, because I didn't do it last night because I was editing yesterday's, they've not got it. So sorry about that, but it was stuck. You saw the pictures and now it's out. The pile of potash is getting a bit smaller, but I think I've got something wrong because I think we're going to have a few tonne left, which is a bit of a pain because I don't really want to bag it up and be moving it around the yard all year. What's been the first day of summer? Got Jazzy Jeff on the radio. Just going to take the discs off the back of the fast track. Put the handbrake on. Because it's going delivering wood chip in a minute. So, drop these off here. Got an oil leak here on this pipe, and that's where it's swaged on, the rubber to the metal. So we're going to have to change it now, otherwise we'll have no oil left in the tractor at the end of the day. Looks quite easy though, it's only that nut and then it unthreads to the back. Got it off. Luckily it's not a very long one. Spill a bit of oil, put some paper crumb on that. Go and get a new pipe, stick it on, and then we can go sewing again. Pressure washer's never been the same since it kind of went on fire the other week. Something wrong with the pump we think, so Andy's going to have a look at it, see if he can get it going. Finally back on now after cross-threading. Now we've got a new pipe. And it looks like someone's here for wood chip. 939. Filling the sprayer up now with liquid fert. I've got an NFU meeting starting in 8 minutes, so it's going to have to be done from the cab in the earpiece because I can't miss this weather. Adam's got the John Deere drill on the John Deere tractor, all matchy. He's just calibrating it now for sowing some spring wheat on some fields that we couldn't get on in the autumn because they were too wet, and then he's going to patch up some that are a bit patchy that have been flooded out. This relay's gone, so we've got a new one now. Luckily, Sam picked one up on his way back from Lim because he was out that way with the fertiliser spreader. So I'm going to take the wires out of that, put them in this one, put them in there, and then try it, see if it works hot again. Finished all my meetings for the day now, so I've just added my earpiece in and the phone is clipped into the windscreen with the sprayer. Just got the Bowser now at Rain Hill. Filling up with liquid fertiliser, one field a week, well, half a field a week to finish off over there, the one that saw the deer in the summer, and one on the top of the drive to do, then off to another block then. But there's a little bit of a leak on the Ramsey valve, so I've got to have to tighten some little bolts up. I'm not really spanners with me, but it's alright because it's only liquid fert, it just means I'll put a slightly bigger dose on just behind the wheel. But I'll sort that when I get back to the yard and then we'll keep going. Just using the fast fill pump on the spray. It's a hydraulic pump, fills it quicker when I'm doing liquid fertiliser. The new one's going to have a 3-inch one of them on, so it'll fill even quicker because a 3-inch bore nearly has twice the capacity of a 2-inch bore. Bill's tanker also has a fast fill pump on as well, like the hydraulic motor on the back. The only thing is we'll have to use 3-inch pipe work, and 3-inch pipe work's a lot heavier for throwing around, doesn't coil up the same as 2-inch pipe work, but I'm sure we'll manage. Sam's pretty much finished spreading MOP for us, just a couple of fields left, but we want to roll them first so he knows where to drive. So he's just going to shoot up and do my mate's grassland because he's kind of halfway there where we are now. So go and do that, get the spreader empty, and then when we're on another product we'll go and do the rest of his grass, but we'll put the potash on it first today because that's what we're on, and then we'll go on to nitrogen then. It's 19.2 degrees today now, so hopefully everything should be growing really well. It's last time it was this one was the 23rd of September last year, so that's like September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So sort of like 6-7 months away ago. So it definitely feels like spring is here and summer is on the way. I just had a phone call of Andrew though. He's got nearly stuck with the rollers, so he's folded them up and been roaming, and he's bent the ram. So Rich is going to go up with some tools now to get the ram off in the field with him because we can't fold them up. I'm going to put it in the pipe bender and see if we can straighten it. If not, we're going to have to order a new ram for it, or take it somewhere and have it chopped off and a big piston put in. It's a bit of a pain because he's got loads of rolling to do to keep in front of me spraying with pre-emergent herbicide. and also the rollers are marking out for Sam putting the fertiliser on, so he's in exactly the same place, because it was drilled with GPS on one tractor and the GPS on the other tractor doesn't know the file, if that makes sense. So a bit of a pain really. I better just say it's not Andrew's fault totally for bending the ram, because it's had a little bit of a bend in it for years, but I think it's because he's gone through a wet hole, so it kind of is. Just thought I'd show you that. Can you see how the wheat has met across the rows now? So it's virtually just completely flat green. A couple of weeks you won't see the lines hardly at all. That's just how much it's grown in the last, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. Just driving through the building site where they're building the roundabout. It's 4:30. Nothing's changed, I don't think, all day today. They've all gone home. Best day of the year for building roundabouts, I hear. And we've got a massive compound with nothing in it other than a few bits of machinery, a load of cabins parked on the side of the road, and no work happening. And everyone else has got to go all the way around the block, including people going to the hospital and emergencies. What a joke. Where the puddles were yesterday, just sort of like there now, it's pretty much gone. Well, you can't see. I'd only come back to fill up with diesel, and now I've got to go and get the ram off the hedge cutter because it's too big to fit in Richard's car, and we can't take the rolls off the fast track apparently because they can't unfold them or fold them up. So I need to shoot up there the bucket, throw it in the bucket, bring it back, see if we can straighten it, take it back, put it on the rollers, finish the field, or at least fold it up and get it home. I hate breakdowns because basically now I'm not working, Andrew's not been working since it broke, and Richard's been there for an hour and a half trying to fix it with him and take it apart. So there's now, the man hours lost is colossal, and it just annoys me so much. You say that those that don't do anything don't break anything, but when you're doing a lot, you get a lot of breakdowns. This is a 65 acre field, nearly 70 acres, and it's at the furthest possible point in it. So I'm going around the head of the tram line to get to him now. It's actually an 80 odd acre field if you include the oilseed rape next to it, because this year it's just barley. Sorry, beans. It's a bit of a soft spot in the field here, so I'm going to go round it, and then we're going to try and manually fold the rollers up with the Merlo, just shoving that roll around. Because if we don't fix the ram, we don't want to leave the roller on the tracks in the field overnight. It won't be safe, because there's a housing estate over there behind the trees, and it's miles from the farm. Shove this in now with this, and then hopefully it'll fold up, and then we can get it back the yard. I should have brought a strap with me really, I didn't think. Right, try that now. Got it folded up, he's following back to the yard now. I'm just going to take the bucket back with the ram in, and we're going to see if we can straighten it and we can get back rolling, but it's quite wet underneath. We had, I think we've had more rain in parts of the farm than other parts of the farm over the weekend, so some people have had like an inch of rain on Saturday, and we thought we'd only had 12 mil. When I went to Rain Hill before spraying, it looked really wet, and then where we are here, it's dry on top but wet underneath. I mean, this was sown on Saturday, but I think Sunday we got more rain than we expected. So it's probably no bad thing that it's, well, it is a bad thing it's broken, but at least if we fix them and then come back tomorrow, they're a little longer to dry. It's Tuesday and that field is about to burst into yellow. It's oilseed rape. Someone's having a barbecue over there and it's making me hungry because I can smell it. So as we come back at the end of the week, we'll see how yellow that looks. Yeah, that's pretty bent, so we're going to try and straighten it now on the pipe straightener, but I don't know whether we can fit it in because of the chamber, the cylinder. That's too small, so we're on plan B now. A little bit more. Little bit. Little bit. Little bit. Down a bit. Whoa. Try that. I think that's rough enough. We'll do for now. Should work. Order a new rod. So what's that snapped off there? Just another breakdown. I wonder if Clayton using crap steel. Or Joe's incompetent. It's rusted though, isn't it? It's now about 6:30. Joe's back in the drill to the welder, so we can get that welded up. Andrew's going to put the ram back on the rollers, but we've got to push the oil cylinder in first before we can get it in, because the ram's obviously broken, bent straight out, so we've got to get it in so that we can use it. So we're going to put one eye in the ram and 2 pipes on and try and pull it in with the ram, with the hydraulics, but it's still a bit bent, but hopefully it'll still work for us to carry on. Quick update on the jet washer. It's still broken. It's over there. I got a new relay for it because we thought that was a problem. Put it on and it's still the same, so I'm just going to come out for tomorrow. Sam's just got back from spreading fertiliser. Still loads to go at. I came in to fill the sprayer up with diesel an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, but we've been messing with fixing the rollers now. So I suppose I better edit this video so you can all watch it. Welcome to all the subscribers, and if you watch the intro video, it'll explain a little bit more what's going on here. Thanks for subscribing as well, and thanks for watching, thanks for liking. Yesterday's quiz question was in fact a rope hook. You're supposed to be illegal to use them with ratchet straps now as well. This is today's. Does anyone know what that is? Or what it's called? It's like a physics phenomenon. Don't say Lego, but basically it's suspended by chains. Well, I'm going to try and make one when I get some free time in the workshop out of steel, like a big coffee table. See if anyone knows what it's called. Lots of people yesterday were actually saying as well that them rope hooks, it brings back memories of doing a certain kind of knot. Now, we used to call it a Carter's hitch, and it was a way of threading a knot so that you basically double the torque as you pulled down, and the rope itself acted like a pulley system. So if I get a chance, I'll try and do one and show people how you do it. But it's something that's not used anymore now because of ratchet straps. But if anyone knows how to do it, let me know anyway, because I bet only 10% of the people watching know how to. That's about all for today now. So here's an intro, that's the word, isn't it? From Sam McDowell on Instagram. So thanks for them that have been sent to me. And if anyone's got any more, send them. But if you do send them, make sure the landscape. So I'll see you all tomorrow. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to click like.